Chargers, Steelers. That Chargers O-line, they could be in trouble. They are now without Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. As we know, both those guys gone for the rest of the season. The Chargers ranked 27th or worse this season in pass block, run block, and pressure rate allowed. The Steelers defense currently holds the third best pass rush in the NFL, and boy, did they bounce back. I was thinking all week I should have picked them last week, RC. They looked really good.
I was not thinking that.
How? Till the end. It was a good game for them. They got back to like Steelers football.
Yeah, it was a good win, but I was right when I picked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They just played better than I thought.
Okay.
When you picked it.
The
other team didn't play the way that they should have.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm not putting that on me anyway.
6 turnovers. Yeah, that was not that. Justin Herbert, how worried should he be this week?
I think he should be extremely worried. When you look at the two best outing for the Pittsburgh Steelers as a defense, you go back to the New England Patriots, and they were able to create 5 turnovers in that game. We saw the same thing against the Indianapolis Colts. It's when they can pin their ears back, and especially when on the outside with Highsmith and T.J. Watt and Herbig. And we also saw Peyton Wilson take a step forward with his playmaking last week. I'm not sure that Terrell Austin will have as much of a grasp on what he wants to do early downs the way he did against the Indianapolis Colts. But if he can make Justin Herbert hitch in the pocket the way that we saw Daniel Jones last week, it should be a feasting festival for the front line of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when we see them get after the quarterback, when they can create chaos and create turnovers, that's when we see the best defense.
I think that early down plan that he had last week should be the same one this week. You know, when you watch that game over, it was evident that Pittsburgh defensively on early down said, we're going to defend the pass. Indy was the most pass-happy offense in the NFL, or certainly one of them. They were aggressive on early downs. So Pittsburgh played like coverage on first and second down. Justin Herbert leads the NFL in passes on early downs. So, and he's like top 5 in yards. So we're talking about almost, at least philosophically, identical to what Indy does. Indy wanted to be aggressive throwing the football on early downs. The Chargers want to be aggressive throwing the football on early downs. Now, they'll go about it a little bit differently with some play action pass, but I would fully expect Pittsburgh to play those early down kind of coverage concepts more. The interesting thing is going to be Greg Roman, the play caller for the Chargers. Does he then pivot and try to maybe establish the run early on? Because I think trying to throw the ball a ton early with a beat-up offensive line and a defense that's ready for it could really hinder the Chargers offensively.
Oh, man, we don't talk before we decide who goes in what order, because my no for the Chargers is Justin Herbert, first down, go under center, and then hand the ball off, which is what the Colts should have done, honestly, watching that game back. I'm not convinced that this Steelers run defense is fixed. I think that they really had an excellent game plan. It took advantage of the Colts' pass aggressiveness. And particularly against under center runs, they are allowing the highest first down rate in the NFL. They're bottom 5 in most metrics. And something I've noticed, you guys, with Kamani Vidal, running back, they've been running under center way more, 70% of the time, with Vidal, which is much higher than before he became their starting back. It was really successful against Minnesota. I think he's a good back, and you know, the worst thing you can do is turn this into a drop-back game behind that offensive line. They have to find a way to run the ball on early downs and do so with success against this front.
Yeah, and I'm sure they know it.
I think another big thing for me is Justin Herbert having some willingness to use his legs. Dan mentioned some of those first and second down calls. Some of those calls were two-man, where the underneath coverage would have their back to the quarterback. And Justin Herbert being one of the more, in my opinion, talented runners in this league, if he could be decisive on when to take off from the pocket, there could be some opportunities to gash the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right, I'm really glad you said that because as we look at our picks, only one of us is on the Chargers. Oh, no, Mina's on the Chargers, too.
This is right.
Yes,
why don't look back there when I got a camera right here?
Because the camera's 40 feet away.
Wait. Mina was Steelers in my rundown, but now she's Chargers. I
Joe
love
Alt
it.
would be really disappointed in you.
I know. Joe Alt's not playing, and yet you're still picking the Chargers.
I did pick the Steelers, but it's fine.
You did pick the Steelers.
I'm on the Steelers. I don't know why it says that, but it's fine.
It's fine. I'll split it.
It's close. I had that score, 21-20.
I can't wait till you text the group chat and be like, don't worry, guys.
Steelers Nation, pay attention, because right now there's a real chance that something big is about to happen in Pittsburgh. This isn't just another rumor or filler during the post-trade deadline lull. This is real, and it's gaining momentum fast. The name? Tyler Boyd. And it's not just about stats or schemes. This one hits home, literally. Let's talk context. The Steelers came out of the trade deadline without making a move for a wide receiver. A lot of fans were hoping for a splash, another weapon for Aaron Rodgers, someone to pair with DK Metcalf, someone to stretch the field or secure key third downs. And when nothing materialized, people started wondering, are we really going to ride this out with what we have? But now, out of the shadows of that quiet deadline comes a name that not only makes sense, but fits the Steelers' culture, identity, and timeline. Tyler Boyd is a veteran wide receiver who's been in the NFL trenches since 2016. He's not the explosive WR1 from his prime Bengals days anymore, but let's not get it twisted. This guy can still ball. He's a route technician, a possession specialist, a guy who can win in the middle of the field, work the sidelines, and be exactly the kind of stabilizing presence Rodgers could rely on when the play breaks down. He's been through playoff battles. He knows the AFC North. And he's been productive even in less than ideal situations. But beyond football, this one is personal. Tyler Boyd is from Clairton, Pennsylvania. He played college ball just across town at the University of Pittsburgh. His roots are deep in the Steel City. His family is here, his legacy is here. And if there's ever been a moment where Pittsburgh could make a meaningful move that strengthens the team and reconnects with its hometown heart, it's this. Boyd has already said it himself. He would absolutely welcome the chance to wear the black and gold. He talked about how close he is with Coach Tomlin, how he used to walk over to Steelers practices when he was at Pitt, how he talked to Antonio Brown and other veterans, soaking in every drop of guidance he could get. That kind of connection isn't manufactured. It's real. And you can bet that in a locker room with young receivers and a win-now quarterback, a voice like Boyd's would carry weight. From a football standpoint, adding Boyd just makes sense. He's available. He wouldn't cost a draft pick, he wouldn't take long to learn the playbook, and he's a low-risk, high-reward option in a receiver room that, frankly, could use another veteran who knows how to work the chains, how to sit in a soft zone, how to be that emergency outlet when Rodgers needs a quick release. Let's not forget, Aaron Rodgers isn't here to build for the future. He's here to win now. That means every piece matters, every route counts. Every third down could be the difference between a playoff berth and an early offseason. And right now, with the Steelers sitting at 5-8 in first place in the AFC North, every decision has weight. This isn't the time to be passive. This is the time to be precise, opportunistic, Pittsburgh football at its core. And let's not ignore the bigger picture. The Steelers have already proven they're contenders. They just beat the Colts, a top offensive team in the league, and they did it with swagger and steel. The defense turned in a monstrous performance. The offense stayed balanced, and the message to the rest of the AFC was loud and clear. The black and gold are not backing down. So now imagine adding a player like Tyler Boyd into that mix. Rodgers with another reliable target, a deeper rotation for the playoff grind, a hometown hero returning to finish the season where he always belonged. That's not just a good story, it's a smart football move. And if we're being real, we know how Omar Khan works. He doesn't miss opportunities. He doesn't wait for tomorrow. If there's a deal to be made, if there's a roster to improve, if there's a move that could take this team from good to dangerous, you better believe he's on it. Steelers Nation, we are in a window right now. A window where every game matters, every addition matters, and every ounce of belief in this team could fuel something special. Tyler Boyd may not be the flashiest name on the market, but he might just be the one that fits us best, not just on paper, but in our DNA. So here's the call to action. I want to hear from you. Do you think Tyler Boyd should be in black and gold before the playoffs? Would he make a difference in our push for a division title or a deep postseason run? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let your voice be heard. And while you're at it, smash that like button if you believe this is the move Pittsburgh needs. And if you're not already subscribed to Steelers Nation Wire, now's the time, because when this story breaks, you can bet we'll be right here breaking it right down, first, loud and proud, for Steelers fans everywhere. Let's go, Steelers Nation. This season isn't just about showing up, it's about finishing what we've started. And Tyler Boyd, he might just be the next piece to make that happen. Black and gold, all in. Let's ride.